radio, building dreams and achieving more, telling it just like it is. Most of all, keeping it real. Are you ready for real talk? Changing lives and communities. Real talk. Saving all our families. Real talk. Bringing hope for you and me. Real talk. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio.
Well, good morning and welcome to the Real Talk with Judy live radio show. I am Dr. Judy, your Real Talk host, and I want to thank you for being with me today, Tuesday, January the 26th, 2021, right here on Hallelujah 95.3 FM, Facebook Live. We're on Instagram, YouTube at Real Talk with Judy live radio. So take a few moments if you would, and take a few moments if you would on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and give me some hearts and share now on and share. Just go ahead, you all, and share this show. It is bound to be a great show today. And on the radio and at your desk or wherever you are, please contact your family and friends. Call, text, email, and let them know the Real Talk with Judy show is on right now. And so I want to thank all of you again for tuning in today. We are excited to have you with us. I'm inviting all of you who have not already subscribed to my YouTube channel to subscribe today at Real Talk with Judy live radio show. Hello to my mama, Mother Dr. Irma Hunter Wesley, the reason I am who I am. And y'all know I say that all the time because she is the reason I am who I am. And to my awesome and amazing husband, Superintendent Dr. Gerald Mandrell, Senior Pastor of Life Changers Church of God in Christ. He is the reason I get to do what I do. And to my amazing team who helps me deliver an award-winning show to a great audience every Tuesday, I want to say thank you so very much. And you are, to everyone who's tuning in, to me, you are the greatest audience ever. And again, to all of the business investing sponsors of the Real Talk with Judy show, Life Changers, Superintendent Jeremy Mandrell, Dream Builders, Greatness Child Development Center, Mrs. Carolyn Waddell, Fine Size, Waist Trainer, Shapewear, Thigh Trainer. Tanya Powell is the owner. To K&D, Creative Designs and Marketing Solution, Priscilla John Louie. Want to say thank you so very much. To Tawanda Davis Photography, Dr. Tawanda Davis, Pastor T, want to say thank you. A1 Top Notch Security, Antonio and Felicia Hall owner. The law offices of Craig J. Brown, PA. Tallahassee Accident and Rehab, Dr. Chuck Ways. Want to say thank you, Dr. Ways. Gaza Road Ministry, Attorney Judith Harkin. Trisetta Alexander Enterprises, Trisetta Alexander, Covenant Building Corporation, Harold Lyons, the New Image Christian Center, Pastor David and Dr. Margaret Eggerson, the Greenery Flora in Tuxedo Place, Quincy, Florida, County Commissioner Rontarius Green, and Celeste Morningside. I want to thank you all of you all, for your continued investment. These investors keep the wheels of the Real Talk with Judy show moving in Tallahassee, across this nation, and the worldwide. There are bigger and greater things and adventures coming your way from the Real Talk with Judy live radio show in 2021. And if it be the will of the Lord, we're doing it. We're planning for some great things. I personally invite those of you who would like to become one of the investors in the Real Talk with Judy show to consider becoming one. Go to my webpage, that's www.realtalkwithjudy.com, for more information on becoming a Real Talk with Judy investing partner. The month of January, the Real Talk with Judy show has been intentionally designed to help each person take a real look at themselves in several areas, and every show has been great. And the one who helped me to provide such thought provoking self examination and thoughts to personally become a better person in 2021 has been my amazing co host, my sister. She's born in Florida, raised by an amazing and exceptional mother, Dr. Irma Hunter Wesley, and a fabulous deceased father, Sylvester Wesley Sr. She has six awesome siblings, and five of them have awesome spouses. She graduated from the University of South Florida. She received a degree from the University for Foreigners in Italy. She has lived in several countries, but has settled in Scotland and lived in a teeny village with her husband and two teenage daughters. She was business director of Developing Nation until the pandemic convince her to retire. She is a master coach and trainer. Currently, she is the author of the School for Colored Girls series and Eve's Sacrifice coming out this year. She's also the creator of the most proactive, amazing proactive private women's group on Facebook, XC 2020. And our goal is to use our combined powers to make change in our world. They're nearly 3,500 strong and are now invitation only. She doesn't believe in failure. She believes everything is a learning experience. She succeeds at everything she does because of her mindset. If you would, welcome back my January co-host, my sister, Celeste Morningstar, the pen name of Cynthia Holden in Scotland. Celeste,
Hello,
welcome.
hello. It's so good to be back here today, my last day. So we are going to get
Your
a lot of
last day for January.
stuff for January. Good to be back here.
Celeste, it has been an award winning experience for our audience and for myself, having you navigating the month of January with me in the series Stand Up and Be Counted.
You can imagine how much I've learned myself, how much I learned about me in taking those quiz. Sometimes you take these quiz and you learn more about yourself than you think you do.
Uh,
I learned a lot. Like I'm the reason that Amazon is so profitable. So it's really good. It was a really good month.
And you know what was good? Mom was listening to the show. I forgot what show it was. And she said, I am 81 years old and I didn't know that. I thought that that was phenomenal for us
Yeah,
to be able to bring out information. And our mom is 81, she'll be 82 in a few weeks. But um, for her to say, she learned something or didn't know that was phenomenal for me.
yeah, yeah. It's been an
So
awesome, a learning month.
awesome. Awesome learning month for me as well. Great notes, great feedback, and we are greatly excited. Again, to all of our viewing audience, thank you so very much for tuning in with us again today. Some of you just keep coming back, and we're so glad that you're here with us. Get ready for an amazing show, an amazing show. And before we move on, I would like to thank again, Dr. Murdoff and TCC Sherry Alexander African American Calendar Committee for choosing me as one of the 14 honorees in the
Wow.
2021
Wow.
calendar. Man, that was a number one. I was totally surprised when I was contacted, but they chose me along with 13 other most amazing, remarkable people in Tallahassee and the surrounding area. And it was an awesome time. Paula DeBose, Salithia Edwards, Deborah Lord, Pastor Donna Shepherd, and Dr. Julian White, and so many more was on that calendar. I mean, what an honor to share the 2021 calendar with such remarkable and outstanding people. And Cindy, all the way from Scotland, you stayed up till after midnight to
Did
tune in with us. And I want to say
um,
thank you so very much.
I was so proud. I know you guys say godly proud, but I was so proud. But you know what? The thing is, it was just so expected for me because you are so amazing. Just the things you do, I think, you're always out there for the people. You've always been that way, and you're still that way. And you know what? You deserved it. I expected nothing less.
Wow. Thank you so very much, Cindy. Thank you so very much. And I represent the month of November, and some very special people were born in November. To name a few, my husband, my sister Tanya Powell, son Lance Ball, and godson Justin Salter. And one of the greatest family celebrations happens in November, and that's Thanksgiving. And so I just so honored those of you who live in Tallahassee. So many have been asking, how do you get a calendar? You may pick up the calendar at noon in TCC Student Union, Dean of Student Office. The regular hour is going to be Monday through Friday between 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you could reserve calendars by calling this number, and somebody will put it in the chat. It's 850-201-8094. Again, that's 850-201-8094. And the calendar will be available until they run out. But Cindy, of course, you and others who live outside of Tallahassee, if you put your address in the chat, I will make sure that the calendars are mailed to you.
Fabulous.
Okay. One more announcement before we get started, Cindy. My husband and I have been chosen by the Capital Outlook to be the 2021 Family of the Year.
Wow.
I was like, wow, God, wow. Yeah, so I want to thank Reverend Holmes and Doc D and the Capital Outlook staff. We are humbly honored to have been chosen to be the Family of the Year for
Wow.
2021. And there will be a feature article in the Capital Outlook this Thursday. And to God be the glory. Now, Celeste, let's get on with the show. Let's get on.
Let's
So,
do this.
Celeste, when we started the year 2021, we were looking introspectively at our own selves. Um, and I want to thank you for uh, helping to bring so much enlightenment to all of us. You really help us to look inwardly, and I want to thank you so much. We started off, were you the best you in 2020? Were you physically healthy in 2020? And were you financially healthy in 2020? And today we will discuss sign, seal, deliver. Baby, I'm your no sign, seal, deliver. Ready for a better me in 2021. Anything you want to say until before we get into the questions, Cynthia, Celeste?
I Cynthia, Celeste, Cindy, you giving them all of them. Um, I think that one of the things that I always work with my clients, and I tell them this, and this is something you really need to think about. 80% of your life is lived in your head. That means that
Wow.
all your emotions are you. They don't belong to anyone else. So you control how you feel about things. So when you do things and you feel bad, or someone says something and you feel bad, that's you allowing that emotion to come through. Even every thought that you have that you act on, I'm going to walk, happens in your head first. I'm going to sleep. That happens in your head first. So you have access to your head, which means you are controlling what you do and what you feel, and when you win and when you do not. That's just something to think about.
You are absolutely correct. Audience, what you say? I agree with you 100%, Celeste.
It's true.
You said
Every
90% or 80%?
I want to
90%.
say 80% because you have to include the physical aspect. Like I said, when you say walk, you have to say walk before you walk. You have to have the intention to walk before you walk. You have the intention. I'm going to eat. I need to open my mouth and chew, put food in my mouth. All that starts in your head.
That's
Everything
true.
you do starts in your head, negative and positive. Choices that you
Wow.
make, they always start there.
You are absolutely correct. So we're going to get ready with the questions. We're going to get ready with the questions. And the first question is,
How much time will you take for you in 2021? This is moving ahead because now we've talked about how much time you took for you in 2020. Now,
Right.
thinking about what we have done in the past, what we said, what's going on, really think about that. How much time are you going to take for you in 2021?
Okay.
2021. This is for me, this is a year of doing things for me. I've already gotten so many stuff on board about what changes I'm going to make and what I'm going to do. I tried retirement. It was really fun for like 2 weeks. So now I have to do something else.
Yeah. 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 And I've decided the same thing, Cindy. I'm gonna spend more time. I know a lot of people think it's selfish when you spend time on you, they think that you're selfish. But what they don't understand, even God Himself, love your neighbor as yourself.
As
Do
yourself.
unto others as you want others to do unto you. I am a believer. You will not be real good for others if you're not real good for yourself. I believe that with my whole heart. That you have to take, and I think you and I have said so many times on this show, put your mask on first.
Put your mask on first.
Put your mask on first.
A lot of
So
people are miserable because they
huh?
spend. A lot of people are miserable because they do things for others and they resent it. Why you
Yeah,
do things for others is important as doing things for others.
that's true. That is true. And one of the things you got to know, and I want everybody to understand this, take care of you. That is not selfish. I think people have it backwards when they say, well, you got to do for others. No, you do for yourself first and then do for others. You have to take care of yourself first. That is not a selfish act
It is not.
at
It is
all. The first commandment is to love the Lord God with all your heart, da da da, and then love your neighbor as yourself.
as yourself.
Okay, as yourself. So you can't love others, and so take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, and do for yourself. Do for yourself. It is okay. It is okay. All right. Um, the
I
question
think
number
I'm
two.
going to be a self-love queen. What do you think, Judy?
What you say?
I'm going
Who
to be
gonna
a
be a
self,
self?
I'm going to be a self-love queen.
I think you are a self love queen.
I
Yeah, you can embrace and love others if you haven't mastered and practiced on self. I agree with you 100%. I agree
am.
with you 100. We have, and that's a good person to practice on yourself. How are you going to treat yourself? What are you going to do for you? Even our caretakers, man, Priscilla and Tanya and Lo, take care. You have to have time to take care of yourself because if you don't, then somebody else is going to be taking your place and taking care of them. Wow,
That's
that's good. So number one, more than 20. No, you don't do, yeah, more than 50% or more. I am a self-love queen. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I can't have too much to do. I think I'm a self-love queen as well.
I
Yeah.
think so.
I got to love myself. And you okay. Love yourself. Number two.
Number two is, will you set a goal and make a plan for 2021? That is an action question. Will you set a goal and make a plan for 2021? It's so, and what is that you say, Judy? Fail to plan and plan to fail.
Yeah.
You have to, and this is what I tell my students, my coachees, whatever the case may be. If you walk outside your house and you stand there, without a thought, you don't go anywhere. Or in your house, you
Yes.
said, I need to get some milk. You walk out of your house, you go to the store to get. That's a plan. Everything
Yes.
you do is a plan. Everything you do is a plan. So the question is, are you going to plan it, or are you going to let life plan it? Life lets you move about inside of it. But if you don't plan it, life's going to plan it for you, and life is going to do what life wants to do, not necessarily what you want to do. So you need to be thinking, what is my next step? Because I said this in the last show, you have to be actually at cause or at effect. You're going to cause your life to happen, or you're going to live by effect. You're going to respond to what happens in life. You have to make that choice.
And a lot of people are more responsive than we are proactive. We
Yes.
respond to situation. But if we can plan, I like that, Cindy, Celeste. If we plan, then life won't dictate to us. If we plan, we can have say so in our life. So get you a calendar, get you a plan, write it down. Even Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision, write your plan, make it happen for you in 2021. You want to be a better and you're ready, man. We did the health, we did the finances, we did the self-empowerment. We were getting you ready. So
We
in
were.
your mind, so you could be ready for 2021. We want the best from you in 2021.
And
I
you should
promise.
want the best for you in
And
2021.
you should want the best for you.
You know what? I teach my daughters to wake up without an alarm clock. I'm going to tell you that is a big sign of being at cause and being at. I don't need an alarm clock to get up. I know what I have to do. So if you're a person who needs an alarm clock to get up, think about that. You know what you have to do. So I teach my daughters to learn to get up because they have to get up. They have things to do. They have to seize the day and not need a reminder to get up. That's just a wee thing I do with my children to help them to learn to be at cause.
How do you get up without an alarm clock? How do you train them to do that?
Um, I usually do that with me.
I mean,
So
but how does that work? I'm one. I set my alarm clock and I set it. I set it 30 minutes from the time that I want to get up. Okay, and then with that, so go talk to me
here's a
about that.
question for me. Here's a question for me. When you have to catch a flight, when you have something very important to do, if you have something important to do that you really want to do you need an alarm clock to get up? Honestly.
Yeah. No, I have everything in my alarm clock. Every single
Well,
thing.
well, most like kids, children might struggle to get up to go to school. They never struggle to get up to be ready to go to be ready to go to Disney World. Ever notice that? They might struggle getting up at 7 o'clock to go to school, but if they have to be up at 5 o'clock to go to Disney World, they're there with their suitcases. You don't have to wake them up. And the same thing for us when we want to do something. Really, really, that's something that's really important to us. Rarely and seldom do we need an alarm clock to wake us up for it. I'll get to the point, even if I think I might be late, I won't sleep. I'll keep waking up looking because unconsciously I want that thing so badly that it keeps me up. And you know what? I would like you guys to try this. Set in your mind a time you want to get up. Put it in your mind that you want to get up, and I don't know you, and so I don't know your habits, but I'm almost going to say 80% you'll get up at that time. You set in your unconscious, that's what I want to do. People always do what they want to do. Always. It doesn't matter about an alarm clock. If you want sleep more than you want that thing, then yeah, you'll need an alarm clock.
I'm
That's
I'm
what
gonna I'm I'm gonna try it, Celeste, but honestly, I set my alarm for even when I'm awake in the daytime, even
Mhm,
the things that I really want to do, I set
mhm.
them twice in my alarm clock, simply because I really want to do it and I don't want to miss it, and I know because of my schedule, because of my running, because of this, that alarm clock helps me. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to set it in. I mean, I'm not gonna try. They say try is a failing
Try to
word.
tell your word.
Try
But you
is
know,
a failing
your
word.
alarm clock is a safety net. I don't mean not to use it, please, but I mean your alarm clock should always, I haven't used an alarm clock.
Wow.
Kiwanis, yes, your alarm
Wow.
clock, I'm not saying don't turn it on, but it should be a safety net. Sometimes we get up in the middle of the night and do stuff, whatever the case may be, and we lay back down and our sleep's interrupted, whatever. But your alarm clock should be a safety net. It shouldn't be something that you
Something that
need.
you depend.
At
Yeah.
call, at effect.
And you and you are also right, because if I think I'm gonna miss my flight or or something like that, well, I go to sleep sometimes. Sometimes I don't, because I don't want to oversleep. Who is that? Kawana said she hadn't used an alarm clock in 10 years. Wow. I'm gonna get that discipline. I like that because I do. So what happened if I go to sleep and my alarm clock, this it's electronic. I used the one on my phone. What if something happened? Then I'm gonna be late anyway, right? My
Right.
Lord. All right. Question number 3. This is good. Thank y'all. Y'all have any comments? Put it in there. Thank you all so very much for being on. Go ahead and share this for us. We would greatly appreciate it if you would share it to your page, simply because you have people on your page that is not part of our friend list, but you know this show is good and it will help them, share it on your page for us. We would greatly appreciate that. And go ahead and make comments as Celeste and I go to question number 3.
How often will you do something for you?
Mm,
Or you do something for you? Now, that may be some people, and we talked about this, I think, when Dr. Hunter was on with us the first week. Sometimes doing things for other people is doing things for you. Some people are very much into doing things for others. It makes them feel good. But
yeah.
out with that, doing something for you, taking a nap, buying yourself a new blouse, um, having an intimate relationship with Amazon. But you know what? Even buying yourself breakfast or spending some time with your friends or something that's solely for your benefit, that relaxes you, that makes you feel good, that makes you smile. Doing something for you. How often will you do that? These are things that you need to put in your plan. Agree to this. I have a contract with yourself. If anyone wants one, you can get in touch with Dr. Judy. I'll send it to you, no problem. It's a contract with yourself. So
Wow.
often will you do something new? Every single chance I get. This is a new, it's 2021. It's 2021. It's a new year. I'm going to be all about doing stuff for me first. It's not selfish. It doesn't mean I'm not going to do things for my children, and doing things for them make me feel good. But self-love 2021. Sign, sealed, delivered. Be there for you.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Number one, when I get the chance, weekends, maybe, I always put my mask on first. I don't need to do anything for me. Those are the questions. When I get a chance, I mean the answers, the choices to your answer. When I get a chance, weekends maybe, always put my mask on first. Excuse me, and I don't need to do anything for me. I tell you what, I just came up with a gift, and I'm gonna have to think of what to do, Cynthia, to get this gift to the person. It's gonna be an award. I am going to reward somebody, and Cindy's going to help me come up with it, and I'll put it on my Real Talk with Judy page or website. But the gift is going to be an hour massage. The
Ooh,
Real Talk with Judy is going to pay for someone to have an hour massage. I have to see what I'm going to do. Um, we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out.
ooh,
Maybe
that
I
sounds
will. Maybe I will start the February Black History Month off with that. Excuse me, an hour massage. Yeah, yes, you're going to enjoy that. You're going to get 1 hour of massage, and I'll tell you what it is later because I don't know right now, but it's going to be something good, and you're not going to be interrupted for 1 hour because guess what?
good.
You can't have your cell phone in there. They put you in a dim lighted room, a dim lit room with the rushing water from and all that
Ooh,
little music and going, and they relax you and massage your neck and your back and your feet and your leg. Shoot, y'all forget it. I'll be back. I'm going to get them now. I'm about to say that sounds good. I'm going to get my own massage. Yeah, but let's make that work, okay? Number 4, do you have life insurance?
come on, people.
Do you
It's
have life insurance?
absolutely, it's so very important. I used to work for an insurance company, and I tell you, the way you would think, oh no, that's just whatever. But when you don't need it, oh okay. But when you do, it is life saving, financially, and you never know what's going to happen. That's a way of feeling secure. That's a
Secure. Yeah,
security blanket, actually. So, and a security blanket for your children. What happens to your children, your parents, whatever, if you're not there anymore? I don't know your situation, but this is about now thinking about others. This is thinking
exactly. Yeah, and sure is thinking about you and others because one thing about as Seta Barnhart told us, and if you all don't have it, y'all contact her. But as she told us, not only is it for burial, y'all, but if you could get a whole life plan, you get to have benefit, and after a certain point, you can start getting money from there or leave that money there. You leave that money in there. Man, we got a lot of comments. I love it. I love it. I love it. You all keep commenting. You all are making some very good points. This is great. Go ahead, Cynthia. And if you and y'all look around and get life insurance. I received a call this morning of a pastor who passed in his sleep last night. Um, he passed in his sleep, not knowing that he wasn't going to be here this morning. Today,
You never know.
but but he's prepared.
But
He's
but
prepared.
at least listen. You may have life insurance. Does your neighbor, your sister, your cousin? Maybe you might reach out to them. Reach out to them. Just say, "Catherine, do you have life
Ah,
insurance?" Maybe you might want to. Maybe that is something your neighbor, your friend, your
mm.
co. Maybe that's something you can do. I'm not telling you to do it, but maybe that's something you could do.
Oh, Cindy, that's a good one. That's a good one too. How are you gonna help somebody else? That what Dr. Martin Luther King said. How many people are you helping now? What are you doing to help people? And so after this show, we really want you to be in a place where you will make the sacrifice to help somebody else because you have helped yourself. You can show them your financial plan. You can show them your self-empowerment plan. You can show them all this because you're doing better. Right on, Cindy.
Okay. All right, next. Will you keep
Number-
a financial log? That is financially, that is almost as important as a plan because it is a financial plan. Even if you take a week, just a week to look at where your money is going, just a week. I've stopped coffee. By the way, Judy, I haven't told you that. I've stopped drinking coffee. Um,
Wow.
that'll save me $1,000 a year.
Wow.
But, look at what you're spending on. Look at what you're, and you may change your mind about that. You may be able to take that money and buy some life insurance. I'm just saying. But
Uh,
sodas, people spend a lot of money on sodas. People,
yeah.
do you know that restaurants make the most of their money from drinks?
Yes.
That's why McDonald's is always telling you you get 2 Big Macs because they make all their money from French fries and drinks. Not on the Big Mac, but on the fries and the drinks. That's where they make their money.
Wow.
So yeah, so think about how much you're spending. A $1.50 for a 19 cup or whatever. I don't know what the size of there anymore. If you think about a whole year of that every day, you won't think that my $1,000 a year on coffee so much because you probably spend the same on Coke or Sprite,
Or
so
Pepsi.
or Pepsi. So keep it.
Tanya, you had put up on our family app a what I thought was a good financial plan. I don't know if you can find that so we could put it and you could put it in the chat. But you save this much the first day, save this much the second day, save this much the third day, and at the end of the year, I think you'll have what like $3,000 or $5,000 saved. Just look at your plan. One of my company friend, Danette McBride, her father have taught she and her brother. Both of them are. She's an engineer. Her brother is a certified public accountant. But he tell them to live like they live way beneath their means. Don't live if you make $50,000. Don't live at 48.99. Live less than what you make and save some, and that way you get to have money. The Bible said money is the answer to all things. You feel better, and I don't care what anybody say. You feel better when you have extra money. You just feel better.
My husband always says you have to cut your suit according to your cloth.
Hmm.
Cut your suit according to your cloth. You know how much you have. Why go spending over that? I want to throw something in there. In my book, um, South Plantation School for Colored Girls, I talked about the slaves being freed, and then they're coming back and they're working. I did some research on this. They're working for the masters. Now, what the masters would do is they would charge them, $2 a month. Well, they would charge them $2 a month to live there, food and board, and then they would pay them $50 a month. So they were always in debt. Our being in debt goes way back, way back. It is a debt mentality where we think it's okay. It's a way of living. And many of us have gotten past that, but a lot of people haven't. We think that's okay. Okay. So that is not okay. And so we have to learn how to live within our means. I know my husband's listening to this going, who is that?
Yeah, and live, and yeah, live within your means and below your means. It helps. It helps, and it feel better, Cindy, when you do that, and you go onto Amazon and you order something because you already know. I think Carolyn said, our baby sister said last week, splurging is in her budget. She doesn't go over her budget what she has used to contact Amazon every day or to receive from them every day. So we as we plan and make better. And I'm telling y'all, if you all would listen to what we're saying, it sounds simple. You don't have to be deep in all of this. No, make your life pleasurable in 2021. Give yourself some cushion where you can enjoy some of the things that you want to, but in a less expensive way. This
Yeah.
is your year. This is your year. 2021 belongs to you. Somebody write that in the chat. In the chat, 2021 belongs to me. 2021 belongs to me. It does. It belongs to me. 2021 belongs to me. I felt that. 2021 belongs to me. Yes. All right,
2021
Cindy, go ahead.
Okay,
Ooh,
number, you're getting really into that. Number six. Number six is how much money can you save a month? How much money can you save a month? Realistically, how much money can you save a month? Some people, it might only be five. We don't know everybody's situation. It might be a
that's
dollar,
right. That's
$5,
right.
it might be 50, it might be 500. But you have to live your life according to what you can do and not comparing yourself to anyone else. Well, I can't do this, so I won't bother. Don't. It is really important that you don't compare yourself to someone else. There's only one of you. There's no comparison to you ever. Even if you have a
Right.
twin, that person, they don't compare with your experiences, your background, the people you've been involved with, the way you've thought. You are the only person, and so you are incomparable. So what can you do to be the best you financially?
And I love it because it's not based on anyone but you. It's
Right.
based upon your own finances. Okay. So based upon what you have and what you are willing to do can mean I have the ability to save this much a month. So what would you save every month? And put it in an account or put it somewhere or give it to someone that it can't be touched and save it unless you have a rainy day or something like that, a serious rainy day. But what would you save in 2021? Number one said, I can't. 10% of my income. And um, that's what a lot of Dave Ramsey books about. Do you do 10% tithes and 10% to you? Okay. If you can do that, I don't need to save $5 or more a month. It's totally up to you. But plan to save something. It'll help you. All right. Question number 7.
We are really getting through this. This is so good. Question number 7 is, will you make an exercise plan for 2021? I want to say that I've already done that. I've said, and I know if you have friends, if you have sisters, or you have someone you can have a covenant with or a group with. I know with my sisters, I'm like, come on, get on your toes, do this, do that. They're doing it for me. Did you see this? So we are supporting each other. We are reminding each other. If you can get someone who will remind you and say, have you done this? Have you done that? That would be really, really something good. Find someone who can help you. I'm sure you'll find someone, like I said, a sibling or a friend or someone, coworker, and you guys create something together. But have a plan for exercise because that's important.
Yeah, a lot of our health problem, many people health problem is due to being not moving, not doing enough exercising, being overweight or whatever. Because I know the doctors say and the exercise guru said move, move, move. So just get the moving. Celeste just said I already have one. I started one because I don't want to have diabetes. So I started an exercise plan by getting the videotape that I have from when I lost weight once before. And that's my incentive. That's my goal for exercising, for moving, because I do not want to have diabetes.
Yeah.
I was overweight. I was eating whatever I wanted to eat, whenever I wanted to eat, in the morning, in the noonday, in the evening, and all night. Get up and go get candy, But I decided for myself, for my own life, not to commit unnecessary suicide by not taking care of my body. And so I decided, and I can say that I've already had one. So number two is I might, number three is no, and number four, I don't need one.
I
And if
think write
you
it
say number,
down.
huh?
I say write it down. Write it down. Writing
Yeah,
things down helps you to stay focused. As I say, if you want to get the contract with yourself, I could send it to you, but write it down. That makes it
yeah.
real.
Matter of fact, send it to me, Celeste, and we'll get them to sign that contract that you make to yourself. You're making a pledge to yourself to be a better you. No one can make you a better you but you.
That's
You are
right.
the only person who can make you a better you. And guess what? You're the only person who decide whether you win or lose. I read something, and I think Celeste, someone put this on there that they didn't come over and steal slaves. They didn't steal slaves.
That's
They
right.
stole doctors and lawyers and teachers and social workers and principals and electricians, and they stole those and they brought us to the United States. But I speak to every doctor, every lawyer, every teacher. Everything that you want to be is already in you. And I speak to you and I say, bring it forth. You're only slave in your mind.
Slave mentality.
You're not a slave. You're
No.
somebody write on there, I'm not a slave. No, you're not a slave. And you determine that. You determine that. You're not a slave. You're one beautiful queen or king. You are. You make your life count. You make your life count. Let them feel your presence. And I told you, they are always watching you. People are always watching you. Ah, man, I'm like, they're always watching you. Number
You know what?
8. No, go ahead, Cindy. Go ahead. We doing
What
well.
you
It's only two of us.
what you think about yourself. And here's another thing that I use with my coaching client. A lot of people, they spend a lot of time thinking about what other people think about them. The truth of the matter is, you don't know what anyone thinks about you but you. I mean, unless they
Exactly.
tell you. So if you're thinking, oh, George thinks I'm stupid, or Phyllis thinks I'm ugly, they don't think that, you do. So you need to be thinking about what you're not only allowing into your body, but what you're allowing into your
Your
mind,
mind.
because that's also important. That's also important. When I walk into a room, I think I'm the most fabulous person in the room, and I think that everybody in there wants to know me. I believe that in all my heart. Judy, I'll tell you that. I believe that
Yeah.
with all my heart. And if someone doesn't like me, I think there's something wrong with them. I think
Yeah.
there's actually something wrong with them. I believe that with all my heart. The Queen of England, she doesn't worry about who likes her. That's her kingdom. That's her place. She is the queen. She doesn't worry about who likes her. That's not her problem. That
Yeah.
is your problem. What you think about me is your problem. It's not mine, and I'm not going to take that on.
That's
So
right. And Cindy, that is great. And that's how we have to think. And people, and you know what? Then people are she arrogant. That's your thought, and that is not my problem. That
mm,
is not my problem. And you have to get that. in your mind. And so make a plan to be great. Make a plan to release your greatness. Make a plan to allow it to happen. My book, Cindy, that will come out soon is called Show Up for You. I'm showing up for me. You have to show up for you. When you mount that stage, when you mount that door, you're showing up for you. You're showing up for you. And my thing is when people ask me to do something or ask me to be a part, they want Judy Mandrell. They do not want a fake. They do not want me coming in acting like Oprah Winfrey. I am not Oprah Winfrey. I am Judy Mandrell, one of the greatest, with the greatest talk show on 95.3. Hallelujah. Yes, it's the highest praise. And that's not arrogant. That's what it is.
And
That's
see,
what it is.
you
Huh?
are the greatest. It's
Huh?
my opinion, but I think you are the greatest. Once again,
Yes.
that's my opinion, not yours.
Yeah. Yeah. And you all have to understand. And you know what, Celeste, sometime on Facebook, I want to respond to people who say, and for all of those, this is for you. I don't care if you hate me. I'm like, you must do. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't say it.
Why would you rate it?
Yeah. And for all y'all deep church folk, this is for y'all. Well, we didn't ask you to write it. That's for you.
Right.
It's not
That's
for everybody
exactly
else.
what it is. That's
Yeah,
exactly what
it's for you. It's not for everybody else. And I want to let everyone here listening to me, everyone who will listen, you are the best you there is. And you got to like yourself.
you
You
must.
have to, and we can give the way we are because we were raised like this. We were trained like this. Our mom and dad taught us this. And you won't find any one of Sylvester and Irma Hunter Wesley children sitting in the back of the room. We
Never.
take front seat.
Always.
We take front seat. And if it's reserved for royalty, we take the second seat. You better hear me. And we always got something to say.
We do. Never
We
afraid to.
always have something to say. And you know why? Because growing up, Celeste, we were allowed a voice.
Right.
We had a voice at the dinner table. We had a voice in the bedroom. We had a voice. They may not have always agreed with our voice. And I may have gotten a little spanking. No, I got a whooping and beating for my voice. But I was allowed to have a voice. And as I matured, I have learned how to channel that voice. Oh, this is
Absolutely.
good.
Absolutely. I had here I used to work for I'll do a lot of work for the government. And I had one of the I think would maybe be equitable to a senator. We were at a meeting and I said, I'm the best trainer in this country. He says, I don't know about that. Prove it. I said, I don't need to prove it. I know it. I said, you prove that I'm not. That's how you have to live. You don't have to prove
Ooh,
anything to anyone. Be that thing, know that thing, you are that thing. You don't need to prove it to them. That's their problem.
they need to prove that you're not, which
Exactly.
would not be if you believe that you are.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is absolutely. So will you make make an exercise plan? Already have one, or we just went over there because
Yeah.
y'all, we want you to be the best. We want all of us to be the best. Celeste and I will striving ourselves to be a better us in 2021, and we want you to be a better you in 2021. Number
Absolutely.
8.
Number 8, will you join a church or organization in 2021? Tell you why this is important. Um, and hierarchy of need. What is this man's name? This psychologist. It's something beginning with an A. I think I can't remember M. I can't think of it just this moment. I will. My mind's bad just now. But it's called the hierarchy of need. Maslow's hierarchy of need.
Manslaughter, yeah.
Maslow's hierarchy of need. He says in order for you to get to a place of complete happiness, you have to have some things in place: safety, food, friends, family. But one of those things is being a part of something. Whether you're a part of a marriage, whether you're a part of a friendship, whether you're a part of a church or organization. I was reading some things that Judy was a part of, and I was like, it's just making me tired reading it. I was getting tired reading individual. But you know what? It's important, whether you believe it or not, to be a part. Human nature um, says human nature that we are not solitary people. We need to be a part of something, be a part of something important.
Right.
And important is a relationship or a church or a political group, whatever works for you. It's important that for you to be a part of something for your own, the way you value yourself and your usefulness to yourself.
Wow. Did y'all hear that? Your usefulness to yourself. So become a part of a church or an organization. Or if you're already a member of a church, if you're already a member of a church or you're a member of an organization, make sure you are involved. Make sure
Participate.
that you are participating. It helps you and it helps the people. And since I do a lot because, as you stated earlier, I think that would make you happy. I think one of my sincere goals in the world is if I can see people coming into the full knowledge of who they are and walk in that with confidence, walk in that with the assurity that God has created me to do this thing and do it well. And I love when people would do that. I just love it. Thank you so
Number
very much, Chico. And y'all know that's Sylvester Wesley. Y'all see him on there. That's my brother, and he is my mentor for the radio show. He is my mentor. He is Mr. Radio Personality himself. One of the greatest, not one of the great. He's the greatest for
yeah.
sure. And so Cindy, that's what you are. So be a participant in what you're a part of. Participate, add value, add value. And that's what
Show
you
up
got
for
to
you.
know. Where you are, you're adding value. When you come in, when you become a part, an active participant in whatever you just added increase, you just added value to that church or organization. You did. You did. They're so much better because you did it. So I plan to. I'm already a part of one. No. Number 4, don't need that. Number 9.
Number 9, will you commit to taking a complete physical in 2021? We're going back to the physical. Know what's going on in your body. Know what's happening to your body. Sometimes your body tells you things and you ignore it. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but know what's going on in your body. Know your figures, know your numbers, know what you need to stop doing and what you need to start doing. Be involved in your own life. As Dr. Judy says, show up for you. Be involved in your own life.
Be involved in your own life. Show up for you. Be involved in your life. Listen to your body. Listen to your body. Listen to your body. My cousin Vaughn is on here, Marilyn King. Man, this is awesome. So many people on here. I love when my family show up. But I love all of you all. You all are making this show even greater. You all are pumping Celeste and I. You're pulling energy out of us. And I want to say thank you. Number 10.
Number 10, what 5 things do you value most in 2021? Thinking about, we've entered this year in the pandemic. And some of us we are in shutdown here in Scotland. Some people are working, some people are staying home, some people are sheltering in place. Everybody have their own situation going on. You personally, what do you value the most in 2021? Please do start with me, my life, my situation.
Ah,
Please do start with yourself. What do you value the most in 2021?
So we just answered number 1 for you. We wrote number 1 for everybody. Me. We wrote that for everyone. Value yourself. Take time for you. Take time for your family, your loved one. Take time for you. Do that. Just take time for you. Tell somebody hello, but make sure you tell yourself hello. All right, Cindy, let's go over it right quickly because I've asked Celeste if she would to take about 5 or so minutes and give to us from her perspective as a master coach, as a master trainer, to give to us from her perspective how to make sure we hold on and become a better me in 2021. So let's. Do you want to go over the scale first and then you do that, or
I'll do the
okay,
scale.
okay, okay.
If you scored 100 to 81 points, 2021, bring it on. You're ready. You've had your physical, you have a diet and a workout plan, you have insurance and a savings account, and you can take care of yourself. You've joined or are part of a church or organization. You make time for you. It's time for you to help others. If you aren't someone's mentor, let Dr. Judy know, and she will be able to get you in touch with someone who can help you. Well done, Queen.
Ah,
80 to 51. You started off strong, but you're already starting to falter. Focus and get back on track. Remember what 2020 was like and refuse to turn back. You are stronger than you know. You got this, girl. No one knows your struggles, so you have to tell them. It's all right to need help. We
yes.
all do. You're doing well. Keep going. Make the changes you know you must make. Taking on a mentor might just be what you need. If you don't have anyone to help you, ask Dr. Judy. I'm sure you will know. There's a recurring theme there. 50 to 21. What is holding you back? You? You know what you need to do. Stop crucifying yourself for the past. That won't change anything. It's time to move forward and make the best of what you have. Start with little changes and go from there. Please get yourself a mentor because she or he will be there to remind you and help you focus. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Below 21, do you want change? Is the question you might want to ask yourself. Try and identify what is important in your life and focus on that. 2021 could be the year you start to be the best you and live your best life. The most important thing is to understand that it's not too late to get started. If you don't do it now, if you don't do it now, then when? Excuse me. It's time to do some self work. Get yourself a mentor today. This quiz is just for fun, by the way, and not meant to give clinical advice. If you have any issues, please check with a trained professional. But it's true. So, whatever state you find yourself in, whether you're 100 or whether you are zero, you still have an opportunity to change. You still have an opportunity to be better. And it all starts with you and your mindset, the way you think. You can take an opportunity today to make changes in your life. It's very important. And the number one thing, because we talked about putting your mask on, the number one thing that you have to remember is what you say is never as important as what you do.
Yeah.
Never as important as what you do. You know what you want by what you do. Okay. So if you're the type of person who lays down and
Oh,
I can't be bothered or whatever, that's about you. That's what you want. I say if someone goes and they do something, and I say the important thing is that you be honest with yourself about what you're doing. I don't coaches don't we don't ever give advice because you don't live in other people's shoes. You don't know the situation. If you give them advice on what you would do, then they're going to try and do what you would do, and that's not who they are. So
yeah.
I would say reach inside yourself and find out what you want. If you don't want to exercise, you don't want to exercise. But that's telling about what you think of your health. So the thing for you to do is make a commitment if that is what you want. But if you don't, good luck. And I honestly mean that. And I hope the time will come where the way you value your life is reflected in what you do. It was great being here with you guys this week, this
Whew.
month.
Celeste Morningside, thank you for helping me to deliver a series of life changing and empowerment shows. You are absolutely fantastic, but you already know that.
I
But you
did
are
it.
absolutely fantastic. And to everyone who have tuned in by way of radio, Facebook Live, or YouTube, thank you. And Cynthia, thank you. She's going to send me the contract. And remember, pay attention to what I'm writing or what I say, because I'm going to put something out there and I'm going to offer a 1 hour massage. And let me tell you this: whoever um, win the prize, it doesn't matter where you live. I would do a 100, no, a 1 hour massage to a spa in your area. And that is my gift to you for 2021 to start you off in a better me 2021. This has been a great series. Our topic today was stand, seal, and deliver, ready for a better me in 2021. And that's what we're doing. So I'm going to make an investment into your body being relaxed, your body taking in the aroma of an hour moment because you deserve it. And I want you to know that the Real Talk with Judy show, Dr. Judy, believe that you are better you. Again, to Reverend Holmes and the Capital Outlook staff, thank you for choosing my husband and I as the Capital Outlook 2021 Family of the Year. And we give God all the glory. I want you to follow me at Real Talk with Judy, at Facebook at Real Talk with Judy, Twitter at Real Talk with Judy, Instagram at Real Talk with Judy. You can find Real Talk with Judy on all the social media. And in 2021, I promise you, you're going to see more and hear more from the Real Talk with Judy on these social media. I want you to pay attention. That book, Show Up For You, is coming out soon. And I want invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Real Talk with Judy Live. You can join me tonight on Zoom at Bible study at 7:30 p.m. for Life Changers Midweek and Empowerment Bible Study with Pastor Jeremy Andrell. Or you can join me Sunday morning at 11:30 a.m. on Facebook and YouTube at Life Changers Church of God in Christ. One more thing, be on the lookout for Dr. Judy. Dr. Judy is on the move, and you never know where she's going to show up and talk with you. I'm everywhere. And as we begin to close, again, Celeste, thank you for an
Thank
awesome show. And to all of the audience, thank you for your continuous support and for continue coming back. I hope you all will share this. I hope you all will share this show with on your page. Share it with your friends. I want you to remember this. Your life starts with you. You are the compass for the direction of your life. You determine the value and worth of your life. So take care of your finances and wealth. You don't have life insurance? Get life insurance. Get a financial wealth planner. Exercise. Go to the doctor. Invest in the most important person to your well being, and that's you. Again, put your mask on first, and you'll be able to help keep others better, help serve others better. Be safe and healthy. Put your mask on. Don't go to big parties. All right? Limit the stuff. I'll see you in the future. And guess what, Celeste? We all are looking better than we do right now. That's real talk, y'all. Thank you for tuning in.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.